Good morning. It is Motivation Monday, and today we are talking about lag and lead measures and why you should care about it for your business. Now, most people don't know what lag and lead measures are, and sometimes they're actually using them and they just aren't aware of it. This actually comes from a book called The Four Disciplines of Execution. It has 3 different authors, so I'm not going to try to name all of them for fear of mispronunciation. But the idea is simple, but very critical to your business. This 4 Disciplines of Execution book was actually designed more for organizations. But I am a firm believer that as an individual business owner, you should be abiding by the same practices that the big companies do because they have systems and processes which make things easy to replicate, execute, and perform. So, lag and lead measures. What are they and why are they important? First of all, lag measures are probably the most exciting, flashy ones, but the least helpful. Lag measures, the easy way to remember these is they cannot be changed once you've already achieved them, okay? So a lag measure would be like, hey, I want to sell 17 houses this year. That's a lag measure. You won't know until December 31st if you've actually achieved your goal. Lead measures would be more like, hey, I'm going to make 25 calls a week. That's something you can judge very quickly if you're doing your job or not. And at the end of a week, you know if you've made those 25 calls or not. Why are these important? Again, it comes down to the definition of a lag measure. While a lag measure determines how you get paid, it would be, I want to make $50, $60, $80, $150,000 this year. That is a lag measure. Once you've achieved that goal or haven't achieved that goal, you can't change it. You can't increase or decrease your income. So that is how you think of a lag measure. But the thing about lag measures is they are critical, and those are the ones we typically focus on because they're flashy and they mean we made money and we were successful and we did all of these things. But the truth is the lead measures are the most critical. If you're not focusing on your lead measure for the week, you're losing momentum and you're going to have to make up so much more ground moving forward. So let's talk about some lead measures that you should be setting. You should be setting a minimum number or amount of time that you should be spending in your customer relationship management system. This could be KV Core, it could be something smaller, something less well known. Buffini has a great, simple, easy to use, inexpensive CRM system. I'm not promoting it, I'm not paid to promote it, but if you're just getting started, it is easy. I like to use HubSpot for me, but it's not real estate specific, so give and take there. But I have a set amount of time that I need to be spending in my CRM. And we'll be talking about CRMs and why they're so important to your business in a future video, but there should be a certain amount of time that you're spending there. Because if you're spending your time in your CRM, you're automatically working on your follow-up, which is in turn going to turn into sales and productivity, okay? So that is a lead measure that you should certainly have on the books. Another lead measure is how many contacts do you have with your active client lists. And again, we'll talk more about what's an active or a passive client list in future videos, but an active list is the people that may or may not buy from you in the near future. So how much time are you spending with those active clients? Okay. Another active list is your phone call list. Yes, this is everyone's worst nightmare. No one likes making phone calls. That's why I encourage video. But phone calls are critical. So if you are calling expireds, for sale by owners, anyone in your network, maybe someone from the Chamber of Commerce that you're trying to have coffee with, those kind of calls need to be done, okay? They're not pretty, they're not fun, they don't have to be perfect, but that is an important lead measure that will help make sure that you are performing. Now remember, for every 100 contacts in your database, you're going to have about 5 to 7 sales. That is your goal. So you should be measuring how many contacts you have in your customer relationship management system, okay? You want to have at least 100 if you want to sell 7 houses, preferably more. And there's a little bit more to it. But again, focus on your lag measures last and your lead measures first. Your lead measure is the things you can do today. Your lag measure is to know that you did it yesterday or 6 months ago or a year ago. Those are your long-term goals. Instead of thinking in commissions, instead of thinking in number of houses sold, think in activities that could and should be done today or tomorrow to make sure that eventually those lag measures can catch up. All right, so that is your Motivation Monday for today. Again, think in terms of lead measures. What can I do today, tomorrow, next week, rather than lag measures, which are the flashy, I'm going to sell 40 houses this year. Okay? But go out, kick some butt, start with your lead measures first, and worry about the lag measures later.